Bye week blues aren't too bad this week. We got a few games slated for sure. Let's go on with. We do have some good games, I think, in the lunch area time. So we'll check them out first. We got Eagles Commanders division game.
Mm.
You
Um,
know,
I guess for fantasy purposes, the only one that seems questionable would be Curtis Samuel for people that have him as a flex. Weather looks fine. What y'all thinking?
It's interesting that the Commanders came out and were like, "We'll figure out if we're going to blow it up and trade everybody depending on how we do this week." I
Oh,
think
they're
that
not.
puts pressure on their current core. Yeah, and they're not going to do anything.
They ain't do shit today.
So I'd be hesitant, maybe other than Terry, to
No, I
play
play
any
Logan
Commander.
Thomas today. The Eagles, they give shit up to the tight end. That's kind of their vice.
Caleb, fine.
I think he had a good game against them last time they played too.
341.
The 720.
And Howell could put up numbers. I trust Sam Howell as a fantasy quarterback more than Desmond Ritter. Maybe not. I wouldn't play Sam Howell this week against the Eagles, but if you have a Commander weapon, you can feel better about it.
Yeah, I mean, last time, like, 3, 4 weeks ago, Terry McLaurin went for 8 for 86. Curtis Samuel went 7 for 51. Everybody else kind of had mediocre games. I think the person you stay away from, though, is Brian Robinson.
For sure.
I've got to bring him up.
I mean, especially last time, 14 carries for 45 yards. He did get a touchdown, but, I mean, they got to the goal line. Curtis Samuel stole one of the other ones that was in the exact same spot, so you can't really always count on the fact that they're going to give him the ball on the goal line either, so I'm staying
They're
away from
using
him,
3 running backs now.
which is
Chris
crazy.
Chris Rodriguez gets a lot of fucking snaps. More than I thought he would. I wouldn't play Brian.
It's kind of sucks for Brian Robinson fans for that sense of it. Like you thought it was going to be a two-man race, and now it ends up somehow being a three-man race. But I mean, looking at what Eric Bieniemy, how he utilized Pacheco and CEH in Kansas City, it kind of makes sense though. Like I don't care who my running back is, as long as you're doing something.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise. It's kind of a fill the void. Who can do what I need them to do in this play kind of play call. So
I'm playing AJ Brown today though, for sure.
shit, man, you gotta play AJ Brown every fucking week apparently, and apparently you don't have to play Devontae Smith every week.
Yeah.
Well, I would play him this week though.
I was going to say
What about DeAndre Swift? How do you guys feel about him this week?
I mean, even looking at them like how he played against them last time, 4 catches for 23 yards, 14 carries for 56 yards and a touchdown. Like they're gonna give him production.
The only thing that sucks is you can't get any of those 1 yard or even 2 yard touchdown runs in the goal line with the Eagles. It all hurts.
Yeah, if he's going to score, it's gonna be a breakaway.
So if you have a good option, right? So if you have a good option behind Swift, then
it. It kind
maybe you go
it
Swift.
kind of feels like if you have Swift, you're loving what rewards you've gotten from him. But the consistency going forward is going to be a question every single week. Which it kind of feels like everybody that's not named Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, you're kind of like, oh, is this the week? Is this the week? That was Goddard.
Yeah.
Oh, is it you this week? Okay, cool. All right.
Devontae Smith.
Never.
No.
Never
Julio?
Devontae Smith.
I was about to ask you, y'all didn't play Julio Jones.
One of the biggest.
I mean,
Have
if
a
it's
case?
a deep ass league, I could definitely make a case for Julio Jones. But other than that, I probably got better options on my bench.
Would you rather play Julio Jones or D Hop?
Ooh.
Which washed receiver?
Curtis Samuel.
D Hop is less washed.
Oh well, Will Levis.
And Julio's probably more productive, so I'm playing Julio.
Will Levis is throwing the ball to DeAndre. So
Hey, that's the thing. We don't know what we're getting out of Will.
Hey.
Yes, you do.
No,
Are
we
you-
don't. No, we
Yes,
don't.
you do. You
Dude,
could.
he
Okay,
drinks, he
you
puts
may not.
mayonnaise in his coffee. He puts mayonnaise in his coffee. That man is different. You never know.
yeah, he's
Built
different, right?
You
Sometimes
never
difference is not the best thing.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that statement, but he might be that guy.
They didn't even sound.
Well, I'm glad you're optimistic. Hey, aren't you the Titans fan? What the hell are you defending them
No, they
for?
both before we got on here said they were buying major stock in the Titans. That they're gonna come back and win the division. That they,
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
think
whoa,
no,
whoa, whoa, whoa!
no, that was never
never
that
said.
was
said.
What was said
basically
is
said.
they made those trades this week, and it feels like they're giving up on the season. And that's in the NFL. This happens, and the team goes out and wins the next week. I'm just saying they can win
They
today,
said
and then
they
if
like
they
them over the
go,
Jags.
I like them over the Falcons because I will never trust Desmond Ritter. But anyway,
That's our next game, so it works out
yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah, let's segue
Yeah.
right into that. Titans plus 2.5.
Tennessee versus Atlanta in Nashville. Light rain all day. No major outs, unless you count Ryan Tannehill, I guess. But
I mean, it's a starting quarterback.
I mean, fantasy wise, I mean, Vegas doesn't think anyone's going to score. They have this game at like 35 over under. And then if you're betting a touchdown scorer, you can get anyone with plus odds, like even Derrick Henry, which is one of my bets of the week,
Yep.
plus 150. That just seemed too good of a value to pass up. And even Bijan is plus one something. So I think that kind of ties the fantasy where if no one's scoring, it becomes a little riskier. And then Bijan pissed everyone off last week, but does he bounce back? If it truly was just an illness, then I think he's a play here. I think both running backs are obvious plays here.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think both at Falcons tight ends are play today.
Both
Think about what Mark
John
Andrews
and
did.
Metcalf.
Yep. I mean, Mark Andrews shredded them last week.
He
The
did.
Titans defense just isn't good, bro. It just isn't good.
And yeah, and then they trade their safety.
Yeah, Byard.
You know, dude, I don't know. I want to keep trusting Drake London, but I don't know if I can.
ooh,
I mean, if he's on my team, I'm playing him today.
You have to, but in some situations, like in dynasty leagues, you have an embarrassment of riches at the wide receiver position. I mean, so, like, are you playing him or Michael Pittman Jr.?
I'm not playing Michael Pittman Jr. I might not play Michael Pittman Jr. the rest of the year. He sucks. What has he done?
I mean, he was like wide receiver 4 as of 2 weeks ago in fantasy.
Well, that just can't be true. The
was.
motherfucker didn't do. He had like one catch last week until the two Browns safeties hit each other, and then he had like a 75-yard touchdown. He didn't do shit. You put your faith in PJ Walker if you want to.
hey, PJ was the
Not
guy.
PJ Walker, Gardner Minshew.
Nah,
I was gonna say,
Well, they played the Browns, so I was thinking of PJ Walker because that game was kind of fucking bad.
Minshew Mania was the.
Your shitty quarterbacks, you got them confused.
Yeah, it's like when you walk into a special ed class, you know they all can't read, so it doesn't matter who you call them.
what the?
Fact.
What's up, Jacob?
What
What's
up,
up,
Drake?
Jacob?
All right. In this game, are y'all thinking Will Levis is going to have a decent game? Y'all think Malik Willis?
Will Levis is the future of the NFL.
I don't think they're going to even
I
give
mean-
them the chance to find out. You remember last year when Malik Willis beat Houston, he only threw the ball like 7 times?
So it's run game, Tajee Spears, Derrick Henry, and it's raining also. So
That's exactly how this game
Well,
is going to go.
When Malik Willis came in London, his stats, if you looked at the stats, he was like 4 for 5 for 80. I was like, wow. But if you watch that game, he got sacked like 10 times in 2 possessions. Their O-line is rebuilding, I'll say that, to be nice to my Titans. And the inexperience of Willis, at least, really showed. So it'll be interesting. I don't know what Levis brings. But that being said, why I like the Titans today, this is ballsy, but I would even maybe, if you're desperate, Tajay Spears isn't a bad play here because they're going to be running the shit out of the ball with 2 unproven quarterbacks. That I like Henry obviously, but I don't think Spears. I think Spears will be used as well if they're just pounding it.
I feel like if you want to take a swing, use Nick's boy Okinawa. That's your bailout.
just sounded nasty.
I know, but you're gonna be mad if he has like a 2-touchdown game today.
When he is a
When he has a 2-touchdown.
Long overdue for anything.
You make that bet.
Yeah.
Okinawa 2+
Okanagwa
touchdowns.
anytime 2+ touchdowns.
Oh, is that his name?
Huh?
I thought his name was Okinawa.
Oh, it's Okanawa.
Isn't Okinawa
yeah.
that song? Okinawa. Flows?
Okinawa's a place in Japan.
I thought he was Hawaiian.
This
Moving
one-
on. Hey. Next game, we got Jaguars, Steelers in Pittsburgh, light rain. Trevor Lawrence is more than likely playing from what it sounds like with his knee injury. Zay Jones is out. Najee Harris is there, but that's not saying much.
Najee
This
Harris
is
a
this
fucking
gonna sound
dog.
like goofy shit, but I'm high on Kenny Pickett and all Pittsburgh receivers today.
Why are you hiring Pickett?
Because the Jacksonville Jaguars secondary is fucking garbage. It's worse than Tennessee's. Imagine that. Tennessee does not have the worst secondary in this division.
Hey, take wins where you can.
Hey, that's a top 3 secondary.
So Zach, do you
division.
think this is going to be a shootout? Because
Hey.
the fucking Steelers secondary sucks ass too.
It could be. It very well. It depends because if the Jacksonville
Steelers,
can
you
generate
have a-
pressure without being like scheme dominant, then I think that Jacksonville could kind of run away with it. But that's not to say Pittsburgh don't put up points.
Steelers at least have. I mean, they have Patrick Peterson is past his prime, and then Joey Porter Jr. hasn't. Who's just an experience. So they have talent, and then
Minka.
on that side of the ball, and Minka too. So, and then if he is hobbled, T.J. Watt might have a huge.
Well, I was going to say, I think the true like difference maker in this game is Travis Etienne.
Lawrence.
I mean, if you look at like the numbers themselves, the Steelers are 28th in run defense. They give up like 150 rushing yards a game. If they do that and they're giving up a ton of passing yards as well, then like there's no way that we're like this is even a close game. If Travis Etienne gets out there and runs the ball effectively at the beginning of the game, then I think that kind of renders what Zach said untrue. Like the Pittsburgh wide receivers might not be that good if there's 1 or 2 3-and-outs from the Pittsburgh offense.
This is the same conversation y'all had when we played them and we beat the dog shit out of that team.
I think George Pickens is almost not a must start, but he's getting close to a weekly start.
I don't know. They got
Your
Deontay
point,
Johnson back
but-
though. Like he's
Yeah, but he can't catch.
yeah, but he's the best route runner on that team. He's the best separator on that team. Like he's gonna be open.
I don't trust him. And the Jags own the Steelers for some reason. The last 5-6 years, the Jags have had the Steelers number,
The way
which
they-
is
The way the Texans own the Jags
That's
are
right.
just weird.
man. Jags are only 2-point favorites, which seems
does.
low, but it's in
Joe
Pittsburgh.
says, good morning, fellas. Calvin or dude standard?
You're doing that on purpose.
Who do you think, Calvin? Or dude?
Dobbs. Yeah, Dobbs.
Doobies? Yeah.
Doobies. Fucking. Yes.
I like Doe. I like
Okay.
Dobes.
All right. It's Dobbs.
There's a
It's
Dobbs.
Dobbs. Always been Dobbs.
No, I actually like
I love
Dobbs today.
Dobbs today. Especially
I like
against that
Dobbs.
trash at secondary.
Calvin Douglas.
I'm not betting the Packers
Fuck
anymore,
no.
though. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
much.
fuck them.
I was like,
I'm trying to put all
put
of
it
them.
all against the
Dude,
Broncos.
as soon as it takes you half the fucking game to figure out what you're trying to do on offense, there's no way you're winning a fucking game.
Welcome to mediocrity.
I love it here. I fucking love it here for the fifth
Say that
time.
now, but when you have to deal with this for 10 more years, Calvin.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Then maybe our ignorant ass fan base will stop being so fucking stupid all the time.
No, it doesn't work. Our fan base has stupid people all the time.
It's the complete opposite.
Yeah,
Y'all
neither,
just
man.
stupider.
There are still people in our fan base saying that freaking Davis Mills needs a second chance at quarterback.
No, but here's the difference:
Oh.
is that y'all haven't had 2 back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks. We have. People are like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers is a fucking bum compared to Brett Favre," and I'm like, "Are you guys fucking stupid? Like, can you just appreciate a Hall of Fame quarterback?"
They had David Carr and
True,
Matt
my
Schaub
bad,
for years.
my bad,
They tasted
This is true.
greatness.
Oh. Yeah,
Zach
we
about to
tasted
slap
it,
the fuck
okay.
out of you.
We tasted it, all right.
You tasted
I,
something.
I hope that the Vikings win your division.
Wow.
Oh
Wow,
wow!
that's
Come
Hey,
on.
two
low.
people,
Give
two
it
can
to
play
Detroit.
this game, all right? Y'all
That's
want to play?
low.
Give it to
Yeah,
Detroit.
please.
I'm sorry about what happened. I'm sorry
Detroit
for your
is beating
losses.
themselves. They suck. We'll get into
Yeah.
them later.
We'll get into them in a little bit.
Jets and Giants, New York slobber knocker of a game that nobody really cares about. Oh,
Oof.
Terrell
I
has.
think that's gonna be a good game, bro.
I do too, but we'll get to that in a second.
In what way?
Terrell says Madison, Jay Will, or Deontay Foreman standard.
I mean, Deontay Foreman blew the fuck up last week.
I refuse to pick him up because I don't trust any Bears, and I felt like a dumbass because he went
Yeah.
off.
Nah, that might be one of them one and done things though.
It very
I liked him last
It
year
very
too,
well
though.
could be, especially because the Chargers rank 10th in run defense. I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate last week's performance with Foreman.
The Packers' run defense isn't as bad as it used to be, but it's still not good. So Madison's not a bad play. I'd say Madison or Foreman. I go Foreman just to see if it was a fluke, and then if it was a fluke, just don't play him again. Is Roshan playing? Did they announce
I
that?
think he's playing today.
I think he is playing.
Oh, so yeah, maybe Madison.
I mean,
Yeah.
Madison's only competition is Cam Akers. Don't expect any goal line work, but
Then the Kansas City Chiefs defense has actually been pretty sneaky fucking good this year.
That defense is really good.
Yeah. Well,
oh,
I mean, sneakily. Like, you and me
It's
understand
not
that. But people,
sneaky.
it is, though, because if you look at a casual fan,
No.
why are they going to say the Chiefs are fucking winning?
Ooh, this game.
What are you talking about?
Taylor Swift.
That's one. Some dumbass.
I know
And
what
then-
that defense is. That they did good because they dumped all them old bastards on that defense and they got stupid young and even faster. That defense is good. It's
Again.
not great.
Again,
Like Karlaftis.
we know why the defense is doing good. But if you walked up to the casual fan, they're not going to understand that the Chiefs are top in both statistical categories in terms of
Michael
yardage in the
Parsons
game.
doesn't either because he didn't have him in the top 5.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Parsons plays
Well,
for
they're
the
not
Cowboys.
top
What are we
five.
doing?
They're
here?
like a throwback defense. They bend not break. Like they'll let you get to the goal line, but they're not giving you
Top
shit
10.
when you get there.
They're a top 15 defense who doesn't give up a ton of big plays.
They're so fast. That defense is sneaky fast.
I'm with you. I understand. Again, we're on the same page.
Unless he means Jamal Williams.
No, he ain't
Evan Gittleman says D Hop or Kareem Hunt half PPR, assuming Ford is out. If Ford plays, is D Hop the clear flex play?
I'm rolling with Kareem Hunt today in one of my leagues. I had him on the bench last week. Because if Ford's a game time, even if he's a game time in, you would assume that would get Kareem Hunt more touches. And he seems to be more of the red zone back.
Because he's injured. He's got that thigh shit going on. Something wrong with his leg. Against Seattle. Nah,
I like Hunt.
man, you're kind of screwed, Evan. I wouldn't want to play either one of those.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play D Hop with Will Levis throwing.
Last week, the touches were 13 to Ford and 10 to Hunt. If Ford is hurt, he's going to get a lion's share of those carries. You know, I'm probably going Hunt between the two.
Well, a Brown share.
Fair. That's fair.
Probably going to go Kareem. Because even if Ford plays, he's testing it out before the game. So there's no, me being a damn Packers owner, Christian Watson always gets hurt, re-hurt.
Ooh.
So it's going to happen. You keep Kareem Hunt in.
Ooh.
And those, but yeah. With
And
those
also,
options.
like, Kareem Hunt can get points on his own. D-Hop can't throw the ball himself.
Got
Good
point.
point.
Got point.
So,
Unless they try one of those stupid. I feel like those like screen reverse wide receiver passes have gone up in both college and NFL, and defenses just aren't falling for them anymore.
yeah,
Like last week, Penn State tried it like 3 times against Ohio State, and they were ready for it every time. Like I don't know why teams just think
do it again.
Any
Teams won't be
O
ready.
coordinator that decides to run that kind of play for D Hop should be fired on the spot. He's ridiculously slow. Like he's not athletic. The only thing DeAndre Hopkins has to offer you is a ridiculously large hand to catch with. Like he can't do anything.
Ooh. JS says start T. Higgins, Zay Flowers, Nico Collins, or Rasheed Rice at flex. Kirk and Tyreek wide receiver 1 and 2. I already
Nico
have-
Collins against the Panthers today looks pretty damn good to me.
Zay also doesn't look bad. This is a good. It's a pretty good.
Yeah,
receiver
Zay against
depth.
This
the
is
Cardinals.
really good
Collins.
receiver
Yeah, I,
depth.
was like, I wish I had that depth.
That's crazy.
Because Rasheed Rice is trending upwards
T.
slowly.
Higgins is one of
Um,
my skills I want to get. I think he can do better.
Yeah, but they play the Niners today.
So we're saying he.
No, not today. Like he's one of the guys like I want for like playoff time. But I'm gonna go with Nico Collins because they're off a bye. Carolina's defense sucks.
Hold on. Why are we
Jose.
so afraid of the vaunted Niners defense this year? Like all of a sudden, like let's not act like Kirk Cousins and just carve them up in prime time.
Yeah, but if you watch the Niners all year, they play down to their comp. They don't give a shit about people.
Right. So if they play down to their comp, then why would we not be interested in T. Higgins? I'm not saying he's the clear cut play here. I'm
Because
just
I
playing
don't
devil's advocate.
consider the Bengals being played down to. They're just an underachiever this year. The Niners are going to
Fair.
show up prepared to play them.
That's fair. Okay.
Excellent.
I actually like the Bengals +5 just because. I know the Niners like they can't lose 3 in a row, but it's like the Bengals need this one
Bad.
too.
And they're coming off a
Is Fred Warner playing? Because he got hurt. Yeah, I think he is. He got hurt last week, and that also they had some injuries.
I'm honestly playing Nico Collins, but Zay Flowers might be the boomer bust.
Yeah.
Give me Zay.
Elliot goes Brian Robinson, Laporta, or Sutton.
No.
Flex morning gents.
Ugh.
Not B-Rob.
Not me, Rob. I think it's Laporta.
Laporta.
Yeah, I gotta wait till Monday for him, but it's
Definitely
worth
worth it. He's a dog. And the Raiders suck. Not
And
that
don't
bad.
trust a guy.
apparently.
His name is Cortland.
I was going to say, I think that Russell Wilson only had like 99 yards against Kansas City last time they played, but like 70 of them were to Sutton.
I mean, I'll double check that stat real quick. Hang on.
While we wait, Jazz goes T was disappointing early this year. He was injured, but
So was every Bengal though. The Bengals
them-
always start out like shit. and
let
then
them heal up, and you're gonna want one of those bingo receivers. Okay.
I don't fucking believe that.
the Bengals preseason's like 8 weeks long.
Make it to the bye. Okay? All right, back to the Jets and Giants. There's a ton of injuries. Of course, I guess for fantasy purposes, on the Giants, you have, of course, Darren Waller dealing with a hamstring injury, shocking. Daniel Jones out with a neck injury.
That means you could take any receiver off the Giants if Daniel Jones ain't playing. Because at least Tyrod could throw the ball.
Also, it's 46 yards. 46 yards against the Chiefs last time for Cortland Sutton.
What was the total for Russell?
95, so about half.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at least he was able to do something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think about Sutton, Elliott, to be honest with you.
This is a Sam Laporta stream, Zach. We only
Hey,
support
listen.
Sam, we only support Sam Laporta here.
No, we do not.
Only.
No, we don't.
That's not true.
Oh, never mind.
Gus Edwards and Miles Sanders, running back 2.
Yes.
I hate you.
Gus the Bus.
Is that your best option?
I was going to say, what else you got?
I mean, I don't.
I'm off on Miles Sanders. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think he
No.
wants any of that Texans action today either.
They have no O line. He hasn't had one good game. He gets the carries. He gets the workload, but he never does shit with it.
I have Gus, and I'm trying to
Tired
trade
of
him right now to everybody, but nobody wants him, which I don't blame him.
Jay, who?
But Gus has had good games this year. Not a lot, but he had 1 or 2 good games. Where Sanders hasn't had a single.
There's
good
got to be somebody on the waiver wire that you can pick up.
I would try to make a trade.
Yeah, make a deal right now.
Gus just had one of his best games. Pair him with one of your receivers, and then somebody will bite.
True. Trading to Kyron and Khalil on IR. That's tough.
Dang.
That's tough.
That's not bad. And then if those were your starters.
That's tough. Anyways.
All right, back to this Jets Giants. Is Brees Hall?
This might be one of the.
Wait, what am I?
Go ahead.
Brees
sorry.
Hall must start.
I feel like it.
Yeah. I think so.
He's playing against a bunch of bums.
What are you talking about, Willis?
No.
That Giants
defense
defense-
is ass.
No, you said that last week, and just to be
That
spiteful,
Giant-
I picked those motherfuckers up, and they gave me 26 points.
That Giants defense gives up.
I told you they weren't going to give Sam Howell shit. They gave him 29 yards in the first half. 29.
Bruh. They give up the 6th most rushing yards in the NFL. The 6th most.
Yeah, but
If
that
I
goes
fucking
back to
hand
the-
you a check that has $1 million on it, do you sit there and look at it and say, "Oh, this is for 999,000"? No, you read the fucking facts because that's what they are.
No, this goes back to a
Oh,
minute
okay,
ago when you
sure.
said, you and me know, but if you walk to a casual, I consider you a fucking casual because you don't
I
know
read
what you're looking at.
statistics. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's fucking bullshit because when they decide to change everything in the middle of the season, that statistic means fucking nothing. Go back to
Sure.
the past 2 weeks. How many fucking
Sure,
sacks
it
did
doesn't change talent.
What, it does because like the
It's-
statistic doesn't.
The
fucking
numbers,
reflect
the
what you're
scheme
doing
changes
now.
talent. Are you
Yes,
fucking
if I
high?
put you in a
Not
better
yet.
position-
Not yet.
If Calvin can't shoot a 3-pointer, I'm gonna stop fucking putting him there. I'm gonna put him at the free throw line, and he's gonna do better. That's what they
You gotta
did.
get the fucking call first.
I'm saying yes, play Brees Hall, but don't just assume he's gonna fucking run on the Giants. I can tell you that.
You gonna fuck around with the Giants. I'm gonna tell you that.
This is gonna be a low scoring
It
game.
is gonna be a low score game.
So
Play either
about
defense.
10 points for Brees.
What about Saquon? I wouldn't fuck with Saquon today.
I want.
I don't ever want to take one.
He's coming back from injury. I mean, more
He's
than
always
likely.
injured.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean
Dog.
the whole team's injured, but
Both of these running backs are must play. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying like people that have Barkley are probably like, man, I've been waiting so long for this. Like I need him to do good, and I mean, you're
Playing an elite
No,
defense.
no. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that you should expect like a touchdown or anything out of Saquon, but the Jets are 7th in most rushing yards allowed in the NFL. Those numbers don't fucking lie, man. That's a lot of points they're gonna give up, fantasy wise.
are y'all trusting Garrett Wilson?
To do.
I don't know, I guess to do
I
something.
feel like if you could keep Zach Wilson on his feet long enough to throw it.
He's good enough. I don't know. He's almost good enough to almost have to start him. Zach Wilson
Like,
aside.
it seems like he's forcing the ball to him, which I don't mind. I wish other quarterbacks Love did that to other people, but you know, it's kind of like how we said Russell Wilson's been forcing the ball to Sutton. You're gonna get your what is your favorite word, Calvin?
Target share.
Target
man.
shares, yeah. You'll get your favorite target shares. So I mean,
They do
dude's
matter.
racking up a lot. There's who the hell else is gonna catch over there? Coughlin? Doubt it. Dalvin Cook's crying about not enough touches, bro. The team barely gets enough offensive touches, and you're crying about touches over there.
And the Jets get back their 2 starting corners today, so I don't know if
Yeah.
I'd fuck with some receivers.
Sauce
from-
and Reader. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you want to swing for the fences, I might go on Jalen Hyatt, but
I'm always gonna be a Hyatt fan, so
Darren
he caught a
Waller
deep ball last week.
he's a dog, man.
Should Darren Waller
Where?
fans have traded him already?
I would have got rid of him by now.
Well,
So like, the game that happened last week was his 22 points or something. You should have got rid of him.
that was your trade bait, 100%.
I tried. Nobody bid in my league, so I'm stuck with him on the bench, just sticking my fucking bench up. But
Well, if he has one more good week, do you keep him at that
no,
point?
I'm
or
just
you
gonna
try
drop
again?
him because nobody in my league trades except for me, Caleb, and Zach, and one dude that's losing 0-7. So at this point, it's just no point of it. Moving on to a better game. Houston versus Carolina. Battle of the rookies. Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud.
This is 1.1 versus 1.02, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of injuries. I guess for fantasy purposes, Robert Woods, if you had him as
Bobby Cheese.
flex, he's out probably for 2 to 4 weeks. You probably just drop him at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chenault, if you had him for some damn reason,
Nobody.
yeah, he's out.
Nobody had that motherfucker.
Panthers are still looking. They're receiving calls for Terrace and Marshall, even though they're looking for another receiver. But
What spam calls?
Hey, don't blame Terrace Marshall for getting drafted. That sorry ass team. That's an LSU legend right there.
they said that they're getting calls. Somebody called him for a receiver. In this game,
It's Kelly. He's calling to catch up on his own.
we'll focus on Carolina first. Are you comfortable playing Chuba or Miles Sanders?
No.
Not comfortable, but I would play Chuba. I wouldn't play Miles Sanders.
We're coming off a bye. Miles Sanders looked healthy finally.
Their O line still blows,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have a good enough weapons on the outside to make you even think that they're going to pass it. And a lot of people are like, "This is the game they're going to win because they're winless. They're probably going to win a game or two." The Texans are in the bottom half of the league right now. It's 1 versus 2. Bryce Young is going to prove something. No, I don't buy any of that. I think the Texans are a much more talented team, and they're going to show it. I'm not even kissing ass. I like the Texans -3.5.
I bought the right shares this week.
Well, I can tell you this. I've watched Carolina play 2 or 3 times this year. Texans running backs and whatever receiver can go deep is going to eat today on the Panthers. So it might be a Tank Dell, Damian Pierce kind of day.
Down.
JS says Houston fans. 3 of us are. Yeah.
Whoa. I'm an honorary goose, thank you.
You are. Not of the Texans, though. You're talking shit about them, so you can't claim that.
What's
I never talked shit about the Texans.
What's tough is like the Panthers are going to win a game or two. I don't think they're bad enough to go winless, but it's not this one.
They might be that bad.
But
they
the thing
might
is,
be that
they
bad.
don't even have their pick. That's what's really depressing is that they don't even have their pick.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, the Bears might end up with 1 and
there's
1
no
and 2.
incentive.
That's fucking funny. Adam Thielen, though, we got to start respecting him a little bit, yeah?
Not against the Texans,
No.
we don't.
Y'all give up a lot of yards. Y'all are a bend don't break defense. You do. Passing, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are bottom 10 in the NFL.
Yeah, well, again, watch football. Quit reading them numbers.
Like I
because-
said, you guys are a bend don't break. I'm not saying you guys give up a bunch of passing touchdowns. But when you guys give up the, 8th most passing yards in the NFL,
Yeah.
but you guys
but
are
that-
7th in scoring defense, that tells me you're a bend don't break defense.
But that also is before we just got fully healthy almost on defense.
That
So
might
we
be
got-
true.
We got most of our cornerbacks back except for Stingley.
Y'all missing
Javier
sauce.
Thomas is back, baby.
Stevie Nelson is back. Shaq Griffin is there. We ain't worried about Adam Thielen.
Adam.
Y'all act like I said he's gonna drop fucking 17 catches, 130 yards, and 7 touchdowns on your head. You're fucking ignorant. Stop saying
No.
that you ain't worried about him because in fantasy that production fucking matters. 7 catches
What
for 50
produ-
yards matters.
He'll get 10 points today. Oh,
12 fucking points matters in fantasy football. That's
It
the dumb
does.
shit I hate.
I got 22 for my kicker last
Fucking stupid.
week. Patty says trade away Jones for Mixon or Jones for Gibbs PPR, and I'm 2-5. Need a win this week.
I think Aaron Jones is going to be once the hamstring gets right. You're going to not want to trade Aaron Jones. But if we're going to do any of those, I do
would
the
do the
Mixon
Mixon
one.
one.
I think the Bengals are the Bengals as a team are going to do the usual shit and start winning games
And they're gonna do it by passing
consistently.
Look, Patty, I don't want any part of this offense at all. I have Aaron Jones and Christian Watson, so I feel your pain drastically. I would hold on to Aaron Jones. and hope that his hamstring somehow magically gets better and Love knows how to throw a ball. But
Mm-hmm.
if I had to trade, I'm probably going Mixon over the Gibbs one, only because once David Montgomery comes back, Gibbs is back down again. Don't buy the hype of Gibbs.
Keep Jones. UTEP.
I like that Bengals team though. I don't think Mixon's gonna be like legit badass, but I do like.
I never liked Mixon.
I don't like him either, but I just think like he's RB1 there, so it's like at least once that offense is rolling, it makes it easier.
Right.
For him. He might.
They don't even have a good backup. I miss the days when they had Gio Bernard with his mustache behind him.
Mm-hmm.
JS says he might. The Texans are mid. I mean, we didn't say they were Super Bowl champions, but
Oh, but y'all was acting really good.
No, we did not. Fucking
Bro,
retard.
I brought
just
up the
said ain't
fa-
no
I brought up the
fucking
fact that
30-something-year-old
Adam Thielen might
fucking white
do
boy
something.
ain't finna get loose on my team. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
the fuck
for
I'm
sure,
telling
for
you.
sure, for sure. Right.
yeah, Adam Thielen. All right, moving on. Talking like it for sure. Alrighty. Next week, I can't even think. We got Patriots and Dolphins. Light rain in Miami.
I don't like how Ramondre's playing now. I think he had two.
Okay, personal question: Ramondre or Kareem Hunt this week?
Ramondre for sure.
I like Ramondre.
Damn it!
He had a good week last week.
He did. I don't know how fluky it was, but my worry is they're down 14-0 in the first quarter. Are they going to use Ramondre then?
I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Bill O'Brien is a dumbass.
I can't argue with that.
So he won't deviate from whatever game plan he goes into the game with.
He's going to do like, if you guys watched the Thursday night game, that last Tampa drive that took like the whole fourth quarter. He's going to be doing that shit down 3 scores.
It's exactly what he'll do.
Why?
Are the Patriots are they trending upwards, or did they just beat a Bills team that can't figure their own shit out?
The
last
Bills'
night?
defense is just that bad.
Yeah.
But sometimes that helps you because then you kind of figure out what you're good at.
I just got a trade proposal.
Ooh.
What
Was
was
it
it?
in my league?
Yeah,
Is it LL Cool Jacob?
yeah.
It's gonna be horrible.
It's he's sending me Hollywood Brown and Tutu Atwell for Aaron Jones.
Ooh. That's a barn burner right there.
Y'all's faces is mine exactly of what I have to deal with. That was terrible.
That's the guy that sent me Michael Thomas and Hollywood for Tyreek.
Yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
Oh, God.
It's like, bro, you're what is he?
It's delusional.
1-6. I get you need help, but
Spend more time on your team and not making stupid trade offers.
damn, I kind of want to. With Jalen Ramsey coming back, are you more worried? Anybody, I guess, that's playing Kendrick Bourne after his big game, or any other wide receiver in New England?
I mean, that's the problem with New England is that there's no like clear cut option. They throw the ball.
And their
to somebody
their quarterback's not that great either.
new. Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
nice.
he played
yeah.
like a fucking baller last week, but like Zach said, the Bills' defense is fucking ass. So I don't know. This week will be a little bit different, but
2 Alabama quarterbacks going at it. But yeah, I don't trust the Patriots to do shit. I mean, the Dolphins' defense has been punchy and pretty solid all year. Now they're getting, add Ramsey to that. And they always beat Tua always beats the Pats. I don't think this one's close. And that's the only reason I'm scared about Ramondre, because I have him in a couple leagues, and it's if you're gonna be down, Bill O'Brien being a dumbass may help a little
It's
bit. But
rainy, so they're gonna run the ball.
yeah,
No,
maybe they'll slow down the Dolphins.
It's
offense a little
raining,
bit.
so now Bill O'Brien's like, this is the perfect opportunity for us to throw the ball. They won't
Kendrick
see it
Bourne,
coming.
Hunter Henry, my guys.
Do not play around Ramondre Stevens.
I gotta play him. So it's fine. My second option is I can't get healthy, Aaron Jones, so I'm out of options. I'm thinking of benching that fool actually this week, but we'll get into that.
Where does Jalen Waddle rank for you guys? Is kind of overall in the league. Do you have him top 20 fantasy option? Top 30?
Hell no. The dude can't play a whole game. What are you talking about? Every week it's something different. My toe hurts, my back hurts, my head hurts. I'm on my period. Like, what the hell, bro? When can you play 4 quarters?
I mean, when he catches touchdowns and he's a red zone threat, sure, but like he's only getting 8 targets a game, and that's like wide receiver 3 production, not even wide receiver 2.
It's just weird because of how much he put up the last couple of years. I don't understand what happened.
Their running game
Maybe
is
it's the injuries,
elite.
yeah.
It's the elite of the elite right now. Well, this year, so they don't
Yeah.
need him.
That, and I feel like this is the campaign they were like, you know what? Let's get Tyreek an MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is you should have traded Waddle 2 weeks ago.
You
if
should have
had-
traded Waddle immediately after the draft. He was on my do not draft list. So
He feels like one of them dudes who are consistent, but he never blows the fuck off.
Everybody wants a piece of that pie, though.
that's why I would
Yeah.
trade him. Probably could have got a good amount for him.
True.
Maybe another stud in Adam Thielen.
I mean, but they got Chase Claypool. What are you talking about? What are we on, like, week 3
Whoa, whoa,
of him
whoa,
still not scoring?
whoa! Why are you
What?
speaking ill of the GOAT right now?
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
You might be talking about the greatest tight end of all
Baller.
time.
Yeah. The
Chase
goat, my
Claypool is
ass.
a baller, bro.
He's one of them pygmy, them fainting goats. You know the ones that get scared and they just fall over?
They jump real high, make that sound, and then just fucking flop.
Or he's one of those haunted ghosts from like the
Yeah.
witch, the witch.
Fucking
You want him on your team.
What's the next game?
Start one, Foreman or Mayer, full PPR tight end.
If it's tight end premium, you go Michael Mayer. In my
I
opinion.
think he's trending upward.
He is, and they're going to need a lot of garbage time throws against the Lions. So
But I only think he's trending upward because Brian Hoyer knows how to use a quarterback and Garoppolo doesn't.
Well, Jimmy's
tight end.
playing.
Oh, then fuck it. Don't play Michael Mayer.
I'm still playing Michael Mayer.
We have next game is the LA Rams versus the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. So no weather problems.
No weather problems.
Dallas -6.
-6 is
Don't
kind
love
of
that
crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of high. Kinda
Especially
high.
with,
It's my-
I don't know. I want to say with how well Matthew Stafford's throwing the ball, but
Dallas secondary wasn't great.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. As much as I hate those son of a bitches, they were able to generate a lot of pressure against the Chargers without blitzing a linebacker.
True.
And if you can do that against the Rams, it's a long day for the Rams.
And they're gonna have to do a quicker passing game. I think that plays well for obviously Cup, but maybe even like a 2-2 wouldn't be
are
a
you
terrible
are
flex
you
option.
insinuating this might be the first down week of Puka Nakua's fantasy career this year?
I mean, I'm starting
No,
him. If you
I
have
mean
him, you gotta
he
start
could
him.
still get 8 catches, but it might
Sure.
not be like that rant you went on earlier that matters in fantasy. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean anything.
With Micah Parsons getting to Stafford however many times today.
And the kid that I can't pronounce his name, I fucking stopped trying to learn it. The defensive tackle that the Cowboys got from UCLA. That
Oh, yeah,
Abo-
good luck.
yeah, that dude is legit a beast. That dude can play football.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
So who do you like better this week? Joe Burrow against the Niners or Dak against the Rams?
Dak against the Rams. I don't like the Rams defense.
Boy, I disagree on that one. But
It's tough because Burrows seems to be getting his shit together, and Dak kind of also does when both of them had a terrible start to the year. But
I mean, when you said -6 for the Cowboys, you and me both kind of grimaced out loud because, like, I don't know about you, but to me this feels like a trap game. Like this is going to be sneakily close at the end of the game. And if that's the case, that means that the Cowboys defense probably either gave up a ton of points or Dak didn't score that much.
or through one of his
yeah,
picks,
or through picks.
a couple of
Which,
his picks.
in which case, I trust Joe Burrow more. But
Don't get me wrong. Joey Burrow is my favorite quarterback in the league, but I just think that the Niners defense is that good.
Doesn't make any sense.
If the Niners get into their system, like when the Niners get the game how they want it, you're screwed as a fantasy quarterback. If they get an early lead, they start controlling the ball, putting together those long drives where Purdy does those little routes over the middle, and then McCaffrey runs for 7.
Top
and-
scoring pick.
like if they get into that cycle, then if you have Burrow, it's like shit. Well, now I'm screwed. But where Dak, at least, it might be more of a back and forth game. Like I don't think the Rams are putting together 8-minute drives, so Dak will at least have more chances.
I mean, I agree with pretty much everything that's said, except for the Niners defense part. I mean, I don't want to keep going back to it and saying that they're bad because they're not. They have a stupid amount of talent on that defense. The problem is that they've played 2 really bad back-to-back games against quarterbacks who aren't world beaters, and Joey Burrow kind of is. I mean, they gave up, 345 passing yards to Kirk Cousins? 378, I apologize. And the week before that, they somehow lost to P.J. Walker and the Cleveland Browns.
That's a tough team.
I mean, it's a tough defense, sure. But, I mean, then again, this kind of does all fall on Brock Purdy, too, and what exactly the fuck is going on with him. So,
Yeah.
Tease these both 5 points. So it'll be like plus 100, plus 110. Get the Rams plus 11, Bengals plus 10.
yeah.
I don't see either.
I don't
of
see
them getting
either one of them get blown out.
Connor says pick 2 full PPR: Downs, Rice, Ridley, London, Scary Terry, Palmer.
This one's tough.
Of those options, I kind of like
I'll
having.
go with- yeah, I'll
Rasheed
say
Rice
for
this week.
sure.
I like Josh Downs. Like, he's been doing well all week. He's been bailing that team out of a lot of shit also. Not Scary Terry. I don't want him.
So my 2 picks for that are Josh Downs and Scary Terry.
Mine were probably going to be Josh Downs and Drake London.
I'm okay with that one too. The only reason I would pick Scary Terry is because the last time they played the Eagles, he had 8 for 86 in a score. Not to sound like a quote machine, but history repeats itself in a lot of scenarios. So
You do realize that game was like a little bit of an anomaly.
it's sure. But I mean, if Scary was able to do it once, why can't he do it twice? That's the argument that I'm holding. It's the same reason why we're playing Deontay Foreman in a lot of aspects this week.
Well, my little brother beat me in one-on-one basketball one time. I didn't let that shit happen again.
Right. I get that. But
Philly's
that's why
not going to let it. You know what I mean?
you can't say they're not going to let it. I mean, they've given up a lot of passing plays to a lot of people this year. I'm not saying that he's near.
Rice and Palmer for me.
Rice and Palmer's not bad.
I like Downs in London. I like Drake London against the Titans for sure.
We're just giving.
No. Hang
Yeah,
on.
we're just-
I'll contest with Zach. I'm cool with Downs in London. I just think Scary Terry also deserves a look.
Calvin Ridley.
So don't play Calvin
don't-
Ridley.
Because
what
you
we're
don't know
saying?
what he's. I actually feel like that team hasn't opened it up yet. The playbook, like they're underachievers to me.
The Jags?
Offense is the Jags. They legitimately could average 30 if they really wanted to, and they don't.
Hi, South Park.
Hi.
Hello.
So y'all don't think Rasheed Rice against the Broncos is enticing?
It's enticing, but I
In
feel
the
like
rain?
Josh Downs, especially last week, he proved that he against a good defense could blow up for 5 for 125 and a touchdown.
Oh no, I was just butter.
I know.
But
I know. I know.
Josh Downs had what 26 fantasy points last week. I mean,
A lot. I'm
It's
I'm
just
simply just
Rasheed
trying to make
Rice's
this.
ceiling is a lot lower
Oh, I know.
than the rest of those guys.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna do it within the confines of the offense. So like a good game for Rasheed Rice is kind of like a mid game for London or Scary Terry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what they're
I agree.
saying is you have options.
You have a ton of options. Scary Terrier, London, or Downs, but I think Downs is the one we agree on the most.
Maybe playing Saints. I'm gonna go with Downs and Scary Terry. I'm gonna ride until wheels fall off on my boy Scary Terry. Now Sam Howell might get sacked 10 times this game, so just so you know.
This is true.
But can't
He's
happen.
gonna cuss Calvin out when they fucking suck today. Remember who told you to do that?
All right, was that it on Rams and Cowboys for?
I mean, I don't want to say I'm staying away, but unless like I need a desperate running back play, hey, Jake, you might want to go see if one of these Rams running backs is available on the waiver wire. Then again, they are playing the Cowboys, so never mind.
Do you play Daryl Henderson today?
He has projections, good numbers. I don't mean
Projections.
His projections are good, but I don't
I
trust
don't
him.
ever
mean
trust
shit.
projections.
Yeah.
So.
They're middle of the pack run defense, but I mean that talent up front is just disgusting. So I would actually probably stay away from Rams running backs this week.
Yeah, I think I would also. And that's hard for me to give credit to the Cowboys D. But they're not terrible. Like you said, they're middle of the pack.
Yeah. They give up a lot of big pass plays. But up front, they're monsters. So yeah, stay away from the Rams running backs. That's all I got for that game.
What the heck are these terrible trades?
Metcalf, Palmer, or Bourne pick 2. Metcalf and Palmer, I think, would be the consensus here.
If Palmer plays.
Yeah, I think Palmer's hurt.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was gonna say Metcalf and Bourne anyway.
I'm in between Bourne and my boy Logan.
DK Metcalf is the biggest boomer bust in all of football this week against that Browns defense because they're going to play man all the way across the board the whole game. And if there's somebody who could beat that shit, it's DK. So he might have like 4 touchdowns today, or he might have like 2 catches. I don't even know what the fuck he's going to do.
Joshua Palmer is listed as a game time decision, but they did say that they feel very comfortable that he will play.
Oh, he's a Charger, so I wouldn't trust him.
So yeah, Metcalf and Bourne.
Right. Kendrick Bourne had 2 good games back to back. Take that with whatever the hell you want to take it with. He is playing Miami, but Jalen Ramsey is coming back also. Take that how you want to take it. And it's raining, so
Might be a little rusty.
I don't know.
I feel like Mac Jones thrives in these shitty weather games, though.
Yeah, but don't you feel like
Like
the
that
Dolphins
windy game.
pass rush off the edge is sneaky good? That Van Ginkel dude, that white dude, he's fucking good.
Hey, he went to South
He's
Dakota
fucking
and
good.
Wisconsin.
Oh, cool, Jacobs. I don't want this fucking team.
Also, I don't know if this matters, but Jalen Ramsey
He
is
is
back
not.
today too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's back.
Might make a little bit of a difference.
I thought
I thought he was making fun. I was like, I've said that like 10 times.
No, I'm being serious.
That just means he wasn't listening to you.
I was like, I've said that name like 10 times.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't hear you say that a single time.
Jesus.
But then again, I've been watching the Twitter injury list and everything too. So
Hey, I thought that
I
was
was
a
like,
troll.
all right, Cal, we got jokes. All right, going into a joke. Vikings and Packers. We got it in Green Bay. No weather problem.
Oh, I'll pretend you mean that about the Vikings. You know, I'm done betting on the Packers, but this does feel like a come down game for the Vikings after that huge win on Monday night. I could see them coming back down to reality a little bit this week. That being said, is Jordan Addison a must? He's a must start, right?
yeah, no question. I feel like him and T.J. Hawkinson are one of the most reliable receiving duos in the NFL now. You have to start both of them at this point.
Isn't Jair out today?
I believe so. Let me double
I think Jair's out. I think Devondre Campbell's out. I think his defense is a little beat up.
It is a little beat up.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm definitely playing Addison. I think that Vikings defense is a little bit underrated. It's sneaky kind of good.
There's no yes or no as to whether Jair will play. He hurt his back.
I actually don't mind Madison in that game either. Hate to say it.
Yeah, I don't mind him either.
And I'm playing Aaron Jones, but that's risky. Comes with risk.
Oh, you know, I'm playing Kendrick Bourne. Jalen Ramsey just put up a whole hype video for his comeback today, so you're gonna suck.
The Packers give up the third most rushing yards in the NFL. Play Alexander Madison.
I'll
So there's two worse.
play Madison.
Yeah, the Panthers and the fucking Broncos.
Ew. Yeah, so Madison's a
So-
play.
Play Pierce and Alexander Madison if you need very cheap draft team.
That's what I'm gonna do.
With my luck, I'm gonna pick those two, and then Singleton and Cam Akers are gonna be the two that blow up. Drew says needs to start 3 of these guys, half PPR league: Joe Mixon, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Christian Watson, Deontay Johnson. Thanks for the help, boys.
I picked the first 3. Mixon, DK, Michael.
Ooh.
Metcalf's risky, like Zach said, but
There's some upset.
I don't trust Watson yet, and Deontay Johnson's coming off of injury, and can he 2-glove Pickett? I don't really trust him too much either. So
I'm going DK for sure. I like Deontay for sure. I just don't like Pittman against the Saints. Fuck, I don't like Mixon enough to pick him, but I'm gonna pick him.
Mixing against the Niners is tough too.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Oh man.
I would just like pick Christian Watson, but I have a really hard time fucking believing in Jordan Love.
Dude, honestly, Zach, I never thought I'd say this, but so the fuck do I, and I'm right here with you.
I've been
Because
trying to trade him.
I want to play him. I want to play him. Like, this just feels like the week that you could play him, too.
I said that the past 4 weeks with him.
The shitty thing is he's gonna go off the week.
That's
you bench
fine.
him. He's one of those guys. Where,
it's Jordan Love, and I'm not trying to keep harping on how bad he is, but go back to look at the Oakland game. Christian Watson could not have done anything more to get more open on plays. And you just don't get him the ball.
He couldn't. I'm not going to lie to you. But if you look at the actual tape, because I've watched Kurt Benkert break down film study of the Packers every fucking week. Like, for whatever reason, the Packers come out and they put some whack-ass plays in the first half trying to figure out who they are going to be for that game. And in the second half, they come out and do something. If they just come out and actually throw the ball in good sets, then Christian Watson will be open downfield because this Vikings secondary is ass. So I'm a boomer bust guy. I'm going
I think
Christian
you're
Watson.
better than you give him credit for, though.
I'm going Christian Watson.
Deontay Johnson's a boomer bust guy too, though. That's what's like.
Those are both very big boomer busts. And you're already taking a risk with DK,
Yeah.
so.
But the
I don't-
difference between, for me, sorry to cut you off, good.
No, I was just saying. I
Between
don't think Michael
Deontay Johnson
Pittman-
and Christian, we did it again.
you go, Zach. You go. Zach.
Yeah,
Wait, sorry to cut both of you guys off, but
No,
real quick.
the difference between Deontay and Christian Watson for me is obviously both of their quarterbacks suck, but the way that they get open is different. Is Deontay's coming across the field in front of you at 8 yards. Christian Watson wants to just go.
He wants to go.
So it's a lot easier for Pickett to get Deontay the ball right in front of him opposed to like, I got to throw this bitch 30 yards. My opinion.
Look,
And I actually think Deontay's a better player than Christian Watson.
I just want to say Michael Pittman is definitely off with Lattimore over there guarding him. Christian Watson, bro, you almost blew your knee out again on the damn field last game. I ain't trusting you until I see something. And then I'm trading you. I hope you blow up this week, so I can trade you Monday morning.
Yeah, I'll stick with my first 3 of those guys. I don't love mixing against the Niners, but yeah, mixing DK Pittman.
I'll go Mixon, DK. Deontay. Dude.
Yeah, I agree with Nick.
Give me
Right.
mixing
Towards Deontay.
DK and Christian.
So what we're all saying, at least pick DK. Hey.
Yes, at least pick
And probably
DK.
Mixon.
Yeah.
If you want a boom or bust, you're going Metcalf, Christian Watson, Deontay Johnson. If you want the safe play, you're going Joe Mixon, DK Metcalf, and probably Deontay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
I
Pittman.
mean, MPJ's getting locked
Pittman.
the fuck down
Pittman.
by Marshawn Lattimore this week.
Pittman's just been playing bad. I don't care what anybody says about me saying that. He just hasn't been doing shit.
So he admitted, he even came out and said, I need more touches. I need something to change and all that stuff. It's like, bro, Josh Downs been getting all the cookies. You ain't getting nothing, bro. So he knows it. Hey, we know it.
You know what's fucking funny, Zach?
Hmm.
It almost feels like, and I'm not agreeing or disagreeing about how Michael Pittman's playing, but it feels like no matter what he does, like he doesn't affect whether they win or lose the game. It feels like empty stats on his
Well,
touches.
Like last year, he had a big play because
Sure.
he got him the lead, but also like that was not necessarily to his doing. That was just error on defense. But you're
Yeah.
right. It's like it doesn't feel like you have an impact on the game because you'll catch a ball for like 26, and then I don't see you again for a quarter, and then you'll do it again.
Well, I mean
and-
that. I mean, there's that, but like also against like Jacksonville, 9 for 109, no touchdowns. They lose by 17. Last week, 2 for 5 yards. Sorry, 2 for 83 yards and a touchdown. They lose by 1. The week before that, it's 5 for 52, and they win by 7. Like it just doesn't feel like he's affecting the game as a wide receiver. Like that's something.
No, but like to your point earlier, like maybe those numbers help fantasy wise, but I'm not banking on that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's where we disagree. It's like fantasy wise, I think Michael Pittman deserves a play in a lot of aspects. I think Marshawn Lattimore's going to lock him
Well, we
down,
got-
but
Better questions than Michael Pittman right now. Andrews, start one. Foreman or Mayer for PPR tight end premium.
Michael Mayer, we answered that
Yeah.
one.
I don't know why they popped back up again. Joe says, you don't think the Pats will be playing from behind against the Dolphins and have throw the ball.
I feel like the Dolphins play down to
But-
opponents way too fucking much.
Well, if you're devil's advocate, that devil's advocate is if the Dolphins know you're going to be passing the ball and they're not gearing up for the run,
And then
then you make Mac Jones throw into tight coverage.
Also, it's raining, if I'm not mistaken. You said right, Nick?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
so-
going to be raining.
I don't have faith in Mac, and I have less faith in Bill O'Brien. And I think about the third quarter, Bill Belichick's like, I give up. Do whatever the fuck y'all want.
We're throwing and running. They're throwing
Call the wide
and-
receiver throw. Call the wide receiver throw.
Henry says, pick one for flex. Bourne, Palmer, Osborne, Foreman, Jim McCarthy.
Born.
Deontay Foreman?
Yeah.
Has to be, yeah.
Yeah, I like Foreman for those
But
guys.
what if Roshan gets a lot of carries today?
He could, but this is one of those situations where you have to kind of bet on, like, what he did last week, which I understand is not a great way to win fantasy football leagues, but
Well, then,
Kirk doesn't even look at Osborne.
which
you
is
said
super
that-
weird.
since you said that, Calvin,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going with
nice.
Kendrick Bourne then because he put 19, 15 up 2 weeks in a row.
That's fine.
DeMccardo's a risk.
DeMccardo
Ravens.
sucks.
Yeah, I like Bourne or Foreman.
Also, the Ravens. We need to start giving the Ravens their flowers. Honestly, that
I
defense
did
is
the other
stupid.
day with Nick. Me and Nick and I did the other day, but we weren't going to tell y'all about it. But
That Ravens
We-
defense is stupid.
and for some reason, the past week or so, they've really been using Rashad Bateman.
Yeah.
I know I've tried to pick him up, but I couldn't drop him up. AS says Amari, Christian Watson, Hopkins, half PPR.
Christian Watson.
The biggest boom is Watson, like we talked
Is Amari
about.
playing at home? Because there was a stat that I saw on a video that said that he plays really good, I think, at home, and when he plays away, he has one of his worst games ever, and it's statistically proven.
I think that game's.
Amari Cooper does
Oh,
not
okay.
like playing with PJ. He didn't have a catch until like the last 3 minutes of the game the other day.
Yeah, I was just looking at
I
the.
think it's
Oh, he's playing Seattle. No, don't play.
Yeah, don't play him.
No,
Christian
there was
Watson
a
for sure.
there was a stat from all of the whole week. I'll try to find the video that some guy broke it down that all his good fantasy games, this year have been when he's in Cleveland, and all his bad games have literally been when he's away.
To be fair, I don't really know if you can say that. Hang on. Like,
Okay, well, I don't care to argue. I didn't make the damn video.
well, I mean, you're saying it. So I mean,
Well,
that's-
I'm not picking him anyway. Fine, forget whatever the hell I said. As Christian Watson play him. Jeez.
yeah, how horrible to have a debate. I agree.
Exactly. I don't have enough coffee anymore, right?
Actually, whoever the fuck made that video is retarded.
Or it was opposite. I literally just said I gotta go find the video. I watched
No,
it.
no. They're saying that like he has good games at home, but he had 2 bad games at home. I'm not saying that you're wrong. Is this not what we're here to do? Are we not here to fucking chop this up?
Lord,
Yeah,
Jesus.
chop
Why
it
should
up.
we not play fucking? Why should we not play Amari Cooper? Talk to me.
Because
You brought up one
Deshaun
stat, I brought up
Watson's
something, y'all
stupid ass
folded.
ain't there.
I
I'm
get
not.
it.
I don't fold, son. You gonna knock me the fuck out before I'm done. I don't fold.
Zach, I could talk to you for fucking hours. I'm not talking.
I
to
know.
you.
Oh my bad.
It's because I'm not even trying to argue the point. I don't care about the argument. That's like me being like, you got $1 and you go on a rant about why you can't give me $1. Just say no. Just say no. I don't care to hear about any of the stuff. I don't care.
I'd rather have the 10 dimes.
He's got 2 and 14 with PJ, Mike Abbott, Bijan, or Jacoby Myers PPR.
Bijan.
Bijan.
Yeah, go Bijan. He's too good.
Joe,
to
wasn't
not.
that about Cook? I don't remember. Had food poisoning. I was dying. It was on like Sunday, Monday when I watched the video, Joe. I said, and it's about Cleveland. I hate Cleveland. So at this point,
Diarrhea gave him brain fog.
going into the last game to 12 o'clock, we have Saints versus Colts.
Speaking of diarrhea,
For real. Michael Thomas questionable. Taysom Hill questionable. I think that's about it.
this game moved. It was like -1 Saints all week. Now it's -2. I wouldn't want to bet this game. It's a shit game.
I think this could be a good Shaheed game.
Ooh, I love Rashid Shaheed, Weber State.
I think it could be a Shaheed game.
Yeah.
Why trade?
I think this could be a JT game. I think he'll do really well today.
No.
I do like this, yeah. I wouldn't even mind Olave. Yeah, Olave, Shaheed.
Oh, so what you're basically saying is if you need a quarterback, don't sleep on Derek Carr today.
You know what I'm saying is, yeah, take the Saints -2.
Slade says Darrell Henderson, Miles Sanders, or Najee full PPR.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Ugh.
Those are your only options.
Daryl.
Wait,
Not
his-
Sanders.
His image is a Panther, so he's a Panther fan. So you might as well
Yeah.
ride with your boy. Put Miles in. Even though, yeah, there's no logic behind that. I've given up on Miles Sanders. But if you're a Panther fan, you know what? Najee. Put Najee in. And I don't love saying this.
No, I don't either because he's a bum. But I'll say this: the Texans couldn't run the ball until we played Pittsburgh. I mean Jacksonville. So then maybe Najee can get it going against Jacksonville. We'll see.
It's raining, so
Najee.
they're going to be forcing the ball with both running backs.
It's like he has
Oh.
rocks in his shoes. He runs. Ugh. But yeah, I did Najee.
Andrew says 8 inches of snow in Denver right now. Going to be a crazy snow game. Yep, it just showed the pictures. It's snowing over there.
That'll be a fun one.
Don't pick any Broncos receivers then, because
Mahomes can do
No.
this schoolyard shit where he
yes,
throws a
Wilson's
snowball with one hand, shovels.
too worried about how the cold weather is going to affect his perm.
Yeah, he goes back to the sideline. Yeah, Sean, hold the mirror, hold the mirror.
Mo Diesel, half PPR, Aaron Jones or Osborne.
Jones.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jones.
I would say that for many running backs, Osborne is just Yeah, like I said, they don't.
I didn't
They'll
even
look
put a
up.
waiver on the guy, so. Shamir says start two: Olave, Nico, Kirk, Pittman.
Kirk.
Well, Christian Kirk is a must.
I like Kirk and
I-
Olave.
I like Kirk and Nico. I like Olave also, but
Kirk and Nico.
Christian Kirk is just like, what do you call it, Nick? Their safety blanket.
Yep.
These are four good
And-
options, though.
They are really good options. I'm going Nico and Kirk.
I think Nico coming off Texans off that bye, Nico's gonna do good. I'm going Nico Kirk. B growing stuff. One of my flex, Zay Flowers or Nico Collins, also tight end Goddard or Laporta.
Oh shit!
Collins and Laporta.
Zayn got it. I wasn't trying to Zach. I don't know. Goddard got that first touchdown last week to open the game. I think he's trending upwards. I'm gonna keep saying that for a lot of people, but I don't know. I like Goddard.
I'll take
And-
Goddard today also. See, if they didn't play the Cardinals,
Zay one's
Nico's
tougher.
easy to me, but that one is
Yeah.
tough.
I think they
I'm gonna
might score
go-
a lot of points. So yeah, give me
Yeah,
Zay.
me too. I'm gonna go Zay and Goddard. I'm with you. And I also want to know what you be growing.
Squash, tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
All the good stuff.
It's too healthy for me.
Going into 3:00 games, we have Browns and Seahawks in Seattle.
DK for sure today.
Kareem Hunt's gonna score. I'm saying it. Whatever.
Probably is. He said 2 weeks in a row that he did.
Smooth Blue says Miles Sanders, DeMarcado, or Chubb.
Oh,
Chubba.
Chubba, but yikes. Sorry, Smooth Blue.
Yeah, those are tough options. We pretty much said DK is boomer bust. Tyler Lockett's questionable, so that might.
I don't think he would have had a good game. He's your zone killer on that team. Like, he just runs through zones, but that man coverage would have gave him problems anyway. Hey, maybe Jackson Smith-Njigba is a good play this week.
He did have a good week last week. Smooth says it's my flex play. One of
Still,
Chubba probably has
Chubba.
better.
Chubba. Yeah.
He'll catch some stuff on the Texans at least.
Yep.
Next one, we got Bengals, 49ers in Santa Clara. Clear skies like always. Deebo Samuel out, of course.
I mean, McCaffrey's good for a touchdown every time he steps on the field, so he's playing.
Are you trusting Brandon Ayuk?
No, I'm gonna trust Kittle today.
Yeah, it feels like a Kittle game.
I'm gonna go with Kittle today.
I always trust Brandon Ayuk.
He's super talented, but I need Purdy to dig his head out of his ass.
Kittles and bitch.
I like the Bengals +5. So my
Ooh, we got our first defense. Cowboys or 49ers defense today?
oh,
Fuck, I don't want to answer this.
probably a better option out there.
Cowboys.
Right. I was gonna say I don't hate the Cowboys defense against the
Yeah.
Rams. I really don't.
I like them better than the Niners against the Bengals.
I think they're both
I
going
mean-
to do bad, but let me say this. I'm hoping the Cowboys defense does bad because I'm playing against them. So I hope we get a typical Cowboys. I got JSN2 on my bench. That's tough, though. I ain't gonna lie. I probably trust him over Miles Sanders and Tim McCarthy.
And Ricardo and Chuba, I might put, because I just think he has potential for a big day, especially with no Lockett. Play that Josh, like what Josh Downs did to Cleveland last week.
I mean, he had a pretty big game whenever DK was out the other day.
It looked
Yes,
like they're
really
playing
smooth blue.
in that offense. Denver, Kansas City, snow 8 inches already.
Good Pacheco game.
Great Pacheco. A Jarrett McKinnon game.
Kelsey as well, as always.
Let's ride.
No Bronco.
Yeah, I'm not playing. I don't know.
Samaje Perine, bro.
Jordan McLaughlin.
McLaurin.
Yeah, I don't trust any Broncos.
Blue Pacheco's my dude. I tried to get him.
Yeah, he's been looking good. In the snow, this will be a fun one to watch.
Jason, pick one: Darrell Henderson, Drake London, or Calvin Ridley. Drake
Ooh, I
I
like
gotta
Drake
go.
London today.
I gotta go, but between those three, Jake Ferguson.
God damn it.
Haven't mentioned him yet.
I was gonna say you haven't brought him up today. and
What?
there you
I
go.
know.
You had to
I
get it
didn't
out
know
before you left.
I had to get it out. No, but really in those, I think Drake London.
Drake London.
Yeah, London on the Titans.
Yeah, I think that's
Ooh, he got the mid card.
Yes, good trade, Shamar.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's a great trade.
Oh my god. That made James have a fucking accent. That
Oh
trade-
my god.
Oh my god.
There's no game in London this week.
That shit made you change your voice, though. That's how I knew it was a good
It's
trade.
got me feeling a type of way. I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Later.
Later, man.
Later, bro.
I get
Yeah.
you, Smooth Blue, about that, but Rashisha, he shredded the Texans when he could, and I think he can do it again today.
Is Amari Cooper a safe flex? I got DeMarco or Kadarius Toney. Dude, I would probably rather.
I play Amari Cooper at flex when Deshaun Watson's playing quarterback. I ain't doing it with PJ
Or
Walker.
you put in Kadarius Toney or DeMarco over him.
No, that's what I was about to say. I'm sure you got another option there somewhere. But for today in the snow, I'd probably play Kadarius Toney. You might get those bubble screens, tunnel screens, end arounds, jet sweeps or something for him. I just don't see Amari Cooper being productive.
I'll play Amari just for the fact that he's usually reliable. He gets targets.
He'll get I think what he got last week, like 10 points. Probably.
He had 2 for 22 last week.
I was gonna say he didn't catch a ball until like the last 3 minutes. It was
But
terrible.
against San Francisco, he went 8 targets, 4 receptions, and 180 yards. So
And it's a flex. You only need like you're probably wishing at least for like a 10.
you want a 10 to 15. I think
Yeah.
he's capable. He's the most likely out of those 3 to give it to you.
Spencer says, looks like I'm settling for Love at quarterback position with Fields being out. Any waiver QB stand out to you guys?
I said it earlier, Derek Carr if he's available to you.
Derek Carr. I might hate myself for saying this, but like this might be an okay Desmond Ritter week.
I was thinking the same thing, but my tongue would not allow me to say those words.
I'm glad I was able to say it for you because like, and I'm not saying like he's gonna give you 30, but he might
What
give
about
you.
Kenny
maybe Tony.
Pickett?
Oh yeah, I like Kenny Pickett today. I told you that.
He's playing.
I think he's gonna have a pretty I don't think he's gonna blow the world away, but I think he'll do okay.
If Stroud's available, you get Stroud. 100%.
Oh, Stroud's still
Oh, for
available.
sure.
You definitely get him.
But I like Desmond Ritter for the fact that not that he's able to pass the ball now, but it looks like they found out what their actual offense is. But B, he's starting to use his legs a little bit too.
His issue is he throws too many picks.
This is true. This is true. Minshew Mania
Ugh,
against the Saints, Luca?
ugh.
Against the Saints?
What did he say?
What did he say?
Yeah, I'm not trusting anything against this. What's the bad weather?
What the
team?
bad weather games today?
I got you.
Kansas City and Denver.
6
Definitely
inches. 8 inches.
8 inches of no.
The Patriots and the
Oh,
Dolphins.
Spencer. Oh, Spencer. This is James. This is quite literally James. Fucking Titans fans, man.
Oh yeah, that might be James.
It's definitely James.
He
let's
loves.
think about it. Spencer Graves, right? Halloween theme. You know, he was like, let me think of a name quick. Spencer Graves. Yeah. And then he's a Titans fan. I don't know about that one.
Shit, Geno, Love, or Sam Howell. I don't feel confident playing Sam Howell against the Eagles.
Sam Howell's getting sacked.
Jordan Love, I'm not a fan of at all. I just don't believe him to be a starting quarterback in this league. And I don't really like Geno against Cleveland,
I mean,
but I think I might play Geno.
I think for me, it's like I have a better feeling that Gino will give me at least positive points, where I feel like Love and definitely Sam Howell are going to give me negative points.
I'm also banking on the fact that I think that Pete Carroll can scheme something up for that team to move the ball. Because if we're being quite honest, even the Colts moved the ball on them on the Cleveland last week, and I think Geno could do the same.
Yeah.
What's been
Yeah.
a guy, Luca Brasi says Minshew had 300 yards against the Browns last week.
I mean,
Okay, then let's just say that Pittman didn't score that touchdown, which was luck at its finest. That's 75 yards off of that. You're back down to 225.
yeah.
Didn't that 75-yard get called back?
Nah.
Uh-uh. That's how they took the lead.
Also, even though Zach seems to think that these stats don't matter, the Browns are number one in passing. Sorry, not the Browns. The Saints are number one in passing yards allowed per game. Like, they give the lowest amount of passing yards per game. This is not the week to try to play Minshew and hope. Just not the case. Just not the case.
Josh Jacobs or Walker at RB2. Everyone I have asked this question says Walker. I don't know. Let's see. I see they're going to use Kenneth Walker a shit ton against Cleveland because that's just how you're going to move the ball. Who do the Raiders play?
The Raiders play the Lions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm probably not fucking with Josh Jacobs. And
The Lions are second in rushing yards allowed. I'm not fucking with Jacobs either. Not that the Browns are that much farther, but they give up another 25-ish yards a game rushing. So yeah, I'm going Kenneth Walker.
Clear liquor or dark? Dark.
I'm a tequila guy.
I like whiskey.
Never
Yes,
drank alcohol.
yes, this is true. Taysom Hill or Logan Thomas for sure, baby.
Logan.
I actually think I'm taking Kendrick Bourne out and putting Logan in now that I thought about it.
This is a Logan Thomas stream.
I have to trust my boy Logan.
Clear does give you less of a hangover. Smooth. This is true.
Hampton asks Mahomes, Herbert, or Stroud this
What
week.
the fuck?
Gotta be 8, man.
It's also it's Herbert. Just so we're clear.
I think Stroud. Like he's the safest pick of the three today.
Okay, hear me out. And this is not disrespecting the Texans because every time I say something that is not in favor of the Texans, I get called a fucking hater.
Hater. No, okay.
The Chargers have significantly better weapons than the Houston Texans. And I'm trusting them against a shitty Bears defense before I trust the Texans' weapons against a shitty Panthers defense. Fair?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Doesn't mean I agree with you.
That's
but
fair.
enough.
That's fair. As long as we're in the fair enough stage, I'm cool.
Mind you, like the Chargers lost to Dallas because Herbert can't keep the ball.
This
with
is
his
true.
team.
This is also like horrible fucking coordinating by that offensive coordinator. I'm done with the argument that he's what made Dak okay. It's not the case. Dak's just an okay quarterback.
Yes, this is true too.
Yes.
Ready now.
Pharaoh Warren said Lions. I think they were answering who
Yeah,
the
our question.
Raiders played.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Stroud is going to be really good. As somebody who's not in Houston, I agree with that statement.
Stroud or Jackson?
Stroud or Jackson?
Boy, oh boy.
Who's Baltimore play?
The Cardinals,
Let me look. Ooh.
Who-
I'll probably go Lamar.
who rank in the bottom 23 in both statistical categories for rushing and passing. Whereas the Panthers have a
I'm probably
solid
going to go with
passing
Lamar only because I think that Houston's going to move the ball on Carolina, so it'll be a balanced attack, pass and run. So you might only get 30 throws out of CJ today.
It's going to be Jackson because the Panthers have a more decent passing defense than the Cardinals.
No, I will say the Texans did say that they want to run the ball more. Pierce said that he has had time. All the running backs said it basically feels like a rookie year for him because they have to learn Slovic's system in that run game. So they're gonna probably do more running plays tonight or today. So I'm with Zach on that. Thielen or Ridley?
Thielen or Ridley?
Thielen.
Ridley.
I'll go with Thielen. 'Cause I
At
don't
this
think
point,
Ridley's
Zach,
too
you're
good.
fucking trolling. There's just no way. There's just no
What are you
fucking
talking
way.
What are you talking about?
Okay,
That's-
against Miami. Because, I mean, we can all admit that the fucking Panthers are probably losing this game, correct?
Yes.
Okay, 11 for
Yes.
115 and a touchdown. The week before that against the
Okay.
Lions, where they were losing once again. 11 for 107 and another fucking touchdown. The week before that against the fucking Vikings, where he started to turn it up. Guess what he had? He had fucking 7 for 76, which is still 14 fucking fantasy points. So what we can stop doing is stop acting like he doesn't get fucking production. Because no matter what, they throw
No.
the ball to him.
It's the Michael Pittman conversation all over again.
Sure, but this time, this impacts the fucking fantasy standards. Whereas Michael Pittman has big days, had down days. Adam Thielen is fucking consistent when he's the number 1 or number 2 option on a team.
The reason that, like you always say, I don't give a shit about those numbers is because they don't tell the whole story. We literally had an argument one morning about how good Houston's secondary was. It was the week we played Jacksonville. I don't remember who you said was going to go off, but I said they're not going to do it against us. And we didn't give up shit. Houston has the best secondary in football, straight the fuck up.
Believe what y'all want to, but when Thielen has a big day, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Hey, if he does, I'll come back next Sunday and eat crow. I have no problem. I'm wrong all the time. But I'm telling you, I don't see it, bro. I really don't.
I will say this.
really don't.
I think Thielen has a better game than Calvin Ridley only because he has had more. Now, that could be 10 points for you compared to Calvin Ridley's 5 points, is the way I'm looking at it.
All right. Israel said Gus Bus or DeMarcado? Ugh.
I guess Gus Bus.
I fucking have to go Gus at that point because DeMarcado fucking sucks.
Gus had at least a good game last week. Probably the best game he did have. He outsnapped Justice Hill also. So
DeMarcado sucks.
I guess so.
Just do me a favor. If anybody asks about DeMarcado and the fucking rest of this live, just go with the other option. Please. Save yourself the question.
You skipped over. Somebody had a question. It was Cooper Kupp or Thielen, I think.
Cup or Thielen in my flex. Hate Cup's matchup versus Dallas.
I'm not even going to waste my fucking time answering this question. Y'all go ahead.
It's Cooper Kupp for sure. And that's not trolling.
Is Diggs still out? Yeah. All right. Cup.
Jacksonville or Cowboys defense? Jacksonville is available. I think I'd play the Cowboys defense over the Rams. I guess the Rams.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Um,
Panthers down 2 starting corners. They are.
Go
I mean that means that Carolina is going to be down early. You know what that means?
Is one of these J.C. Horn?
I don't think JC.
Because I would feel a lot better if it was.
Let me check for you.
No, he's playing.
No, he's fine.
Was just offered Brees Hall and Christian Watson for Derrick Henry, Darrell Henderson, and George Pickens. Currently have Waddle, Cup, and Ridley at wide receivers, along with Kamara and Monty.
Except
Should I accept? I would. Fuck
Accept.
yes. In a heartbeat, bro.
every single concern that people had about Brees Hall prior to the season with him and his carries and snap share is just completely out the fucking window now that they're looking at trading Cook.
And being a Christian Watson owner, he's gonna show up at some point, like Calvin said earlier in the video. Like he's gonna show up, and when he shows up, then there you go. The spoils are done. It's kind of like Austin Eckler owners. You're just waiting until it happens. But yeah, he's gonna show up at some point. And you get Brees Hall. But
And Brees Hall's a dog.
yeah. Thielen, Kirk, Ridley, Walker, and Devontae Smith in flex this week. I feel like Kirk is must play.
I like Kirk. I like Devontae. I think he's so good.
I think Devontae is the most talented wide receiver out of those 4 or 5, and it's not even a question. The problem is they don't throw him the fucking ball enough. Kirk is the play. Kirk is the play.
I'm good with that. I mean, Thielen's there. You sure you don't want to change your answer, though?
I said what I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This is
Burrow-
week 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Burrow or Purdy?
Real quick,
Ooh,
real
good
quick.
question.
Going back to the whole trade thing, and I know we're past that. Christian Watson started blowing up in week 8 of last year. Just so we're clear, that's when he started his little tear of touchdowns.
Who, Christian Watson?
Yeah,
Burrow or
What you're
Purdy?
saying is actually
Burrow.
Yeah.
I fucking
Or
would.
Purdy.
Yes. Burrow.
Yeah, I kind of will go Burrow also.
Yeah, I go Burrow. Don't sleep on George Pickens.
You're fucking a right, he is, Blue.
I got him on my team, but there's one thing I know about George Pickens with 100% certainty. He fucking hates Kenny Pickett. So
I would
you gotta figure
too.
that
He'd
situation.
be arguing with him on the sideline.
He hates Kenny Pickett. So, and Deontay Johnson comes back today, so I don't know what to tell you about Pickens. I'm gonna play him today, though. To be honest with you, I think.
At this point, yeah, you kind of have to. What was I gonna say? What was it?
That's a good question. Imagine Pickens in a Chiefs uniform. All right, go play Madden.
Oh.
Zach just fucking.
that would be dope.
caved, dog. What was that? Ugh.
We got Ravens Cardinals today in Glendale, Arizona.
Ravens.
It's gonna be a Halloween slaughter for the Ravens. They're gonna kill Arizona.
I was gonna say the Ravens are ranked like number 1 or number 2 in each statistical category on defense this year, which is fucking disgusting. Sorry, they're ranked 9th in rushing defense and they're ranked number 2 in passing defense. They've only given up 4 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns. So through 7 weeks of play, they've given up 6 total touchdowns, which is pretty fucking nasty.
Granted, they played sorry ass teams, though. I mean,
They did play a
played
couple
Tennessee.
sorry ass teams. They did play a couple sorry ass teams. This is true.
If you were the Kansas City Chiefs in real life and you decided you wanted to go after receiver, would it be Pickens, Hollywood, or Jared Judy?
Oh, it'd be Pickens.
I think it'd be Hollywood for me.
Hollywood is a lot like Pickens, except he's not as athletic. He's faster though.
See, I think Pickens is like an athlete, not really a receiver.
I think you're trying to get as close to Tyreek Hill back on the team as you possibly can. And
No, I'm trying to get somebody who can get separation. Like that's what Mahomes needs. Is he needs a receiver he can throw open.
fair. This is
My opinion.
I mean, that's a fair point.
I mean, because you don't need big targets on that team. You already got Kelsey.
Well, I mean, they have Kadarius Toney too, and they're not even utilizing him as is. And we know he's an athlete.
Yeah, but again, he's not a receiver. He's an athlete.
Right.
There's a
I'm agreeing with your point. I'm saying that Pickens and Toney are very similar because they're both athletes. I think Pickens has significantly better hands and his route running is going to be better in the long run. But I said Herbert, Hampton. I said Herbert out of those three.
Yeah, he said Herbert. I picked Stroud. I get why he would pick Herbert because it's a favorable matchup, but I mean, he wouldn't do bad with either one. I think Stroud has. I don't think Stroud's going to get the opportunity to throw the ball a bunch. To be honest,
I'll be right
with
back.
you.
Yeah, I think
Wash your hands.
also Mahomes they're playing in the snow, so I think they're kind of. I go Herbert. I have a question for y'all. Should I play the Texans defense or Seattle defense?
The Texans defense or Seattle? I'm playing the Texans defense. I mean, they're literally playing somebody without any wins that hasn't proven that they can do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Guys, do I start Amari Cooper, KJ Osborne, or Joshua Palmer if he plays? I hate KJ
Ooh.
Osborne, just to let you know, so I'm not going to pick him. I kind of feel Amari, even though I'm not comfortable with any of those.
I was gonna say, Amari doesn't like PJ Walker. I don't think.
He doesn't at all. They argue all the time, but I don't. The thing with Joshua Palmer is you're holding out that he's gonna play, and that's tonight. So unless you have a backup for him, you run the risk of getting a fat zero for him. Unless you got a receiver on the Bears or Chargers that can take his spot.
Did y'all answer that defense question yet?
No, not yet. We were talking about
No,
Cooper, KJ Osborne, and Joshua Palmer.
that's a simple defensive question. You take the Ravens against the
Not
Cardinals
even
today.
close. I was just making sure.
KJ is duty. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I hate KJ. I'm going to Mark just because I don't know.
Hey, Reese, bro, I would say play Amari Cooper. I mean, I don't feel confident in it, but I'm going to think that he's such a good receiver in real life that I don't think that he'll allow himself to have a bad game like that again. I don't think.
I agree with that statement.
Just so you know I ain't bullshitting, I'm going to leave him in my lineup today, too. Absolutely.
Wow.
If we go down together, we go down. So, like, if he sucks, you can't be mad at me because I fucking didn't get nothing from him either.
All right, fine. I'll put him in my league also. Do I take out Jacoby Myers or Drake London for him?
Jacoby.
Ooh. No, don't take out Jacoby Myers. Garoppolo's playing
So
today.
take Drake London off for him?
Ooh, I don't know about that either.
See?
You might
Take Nico Collins out for him?
No, you just might want to not play Amari Cooper, bro.
You got an embarrassment of riches over there, bro. Just chill out.
This is an 8-man league. Bro, I have freaking Josh Allen and Justin Herbert as my quarterback.
That's stupid.
I'm just saying, Calvin's the stat guy. Go find out how good Jacoby Myers plays opposed to when Jimmy is on the field and when he's
Not
not.
Jacoby.
I got
It's
you.
like day and
I
night.
got you.
Jacoby Myers with Garoppolo, it's like now I see why Devontae came out and said I miss Derek Carr. Like
Didn't Garoppolo not play last week?
yes.
No, he didn't. Brian Hoyer played last week.
Yeah, you know what? God.
Yeah, he still had a touchdown and 50 yards for 7 receptions.
In 4 games, because that's how many he's played with Jimmy Garoppolo, he has a combined 39 targets for 28 receptions, 4 touchdowns, and about 340 yards. So yeah, he's good for about 7 for 80 yards and a tub is essentially that's 22 points every fantasy week.
Samuel, start Deontay, London, or Pittman. I like London against the Titans.
Like
Yeah. I'm with Drake London. Yep.
Bijan or Swift.
All right,
Oh,
you
Bijan
play in
for
fucking
sure.
4-man leagues, Nick. You play in 4-man leagues.
What?
You play in 4-man leagues.
Not
Oh,
you.
I was like, why? What did I play? I was like, why is it 8-man?
Nah, I'm waiting for the day that a Calvin pops up in chat because y'all gonna fucking say Calvin you fucked up or something. And I'll be like, what did I do? And then you're gonna be talking about
He said, "Honey, Bijan."
There was a
Honey
commercial
Pajamas.
yesterday that said, "Nick, your order is ready," and it threw me off because
that. You're like,
I was at Golden Corral and I was like, I got scared.
It's such a good idea to go there after the gym, isn't it?
Man, that lady looked at me like if I was just like What was the word you said? Gluttony. That was definitely it.
It's gluttony right here.
I
That's funny.
was like, y'all still have hash browns? I got some hash browns. I got some chicken. I killed their whole barbecue chicken thing. I think by myself. Like, the lady just looked at me and she's like, "You have a plate of just chicken?" I was like, "Mhm."
There you go, Calvin. 10-man league. My running back is Leon, Pollard, Kamara, Swift.
Jeez.
Nick, I want you to tweet me, tweet the SLG network or X, whatever the fuck. I don't know what it's called anymore.
X.
But tweet me like proof that that's a fucking 10-man league and send me a picture of the worst team's roster. I want to see that shit.
Icy hype. Devontae Smith and Calvin Ridley.
Boy.
I'm gonna go with Devontae.
I
I'd rather go Ridley over Devontae.
sadly don't want to do either.
What if Devontae gives you more catches and yards, but Calvin gives you a touchdown?
I think you always.
I think that's kinda
you
like-
always seek the touchdown production.
Well, that's why I feel like it kind of might average itself out. Like they might give you the same today, but I would rather play Devontae against the Commanders.
I don't like Ridley. Like, they're kind of both in a bad position. Like, you're not the number one, but it's like, are you number 2? Are you number 3? Are you number 4? Like, because with Ridley, it's like Christian Kirk, ETN, and then you got Evan Ingram and him fighting for like scraps. With Devontae, you have AJ, Goddard, Swift, him.
Good back.
12-man PPR need 2 flexes: Mixon, Higgins, Stevenson, Pierce, Palmer. I'm going Damian Pierce for sure. And that's not even a homer. I just think he has a good day.
Yeah, I think Damian Pierce does really good today.
Nobody knows what the hell Palmer's doing.
Diggs already played.
Diggs is playing.
He says he has Herbert, Diggs, AJ Brown, Pollard, Pacheco, and Kittle starting. And
I would want to throw another receiver in there. Go with Higgins. Fuck it.
So Higgins and Pierce.
That's what I would play.
I like it.
A guy in my league just dropped James Conner, and I picked him up. I don't know what you're going to do with it. I found a Mexican peso on the floor, on the ground the other day.
Well, I guess for playoffs, if he comes back with a healthy Kyler Murray, maybe. Cooler Hand says 12-man full PPR, 3 or 4. Sat. Gabe Davis shaking my head. Najee, Sanders, or DeMarcado for the flex. Thank you.
I don't like Sanders, and I don't think Carolina does either, to be honest. I don't like, as Calvin would say, DeMarcado sucks. Nobody should play him ever. I'm going Najee then.
I think Najee. They're going to run the ball.
Yep.
It's raining a bit, so they're going to have to run the ball.
Najee it is. Cooler Hand.
Smooth Blue got him stashed on the IR. Not a bad player when you get to playoffs if he comes back. So. I was trying to get Achan, but homeboy wants like 2 starters for him. I was like, you tripping.
Yeah, well, he's on IR.
Yeah, he was like, give me Addison. I was like, you are tripping. I was like, what are you talking about? PPR, Henderson, or Pierce, Flex, and Higgins, or Deontay Johnson. Thanks, fellas. Boom.
I like Pierce. I told you I'm sold on the Steelers receivers today. I'd go Deontay.
He's gonna get open. Now, if he catches the ball, it's gonna be on him. But
the more I think about it, maybe Higgins does have a good game today.
Higgins is my guy I'm trying to trade for right now, bro. Between him, Chris Godwin, those are guys like I want right now. And nobody wants to trade him. I'm going to go with Pierce and Higgins.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll go with you. Pierce and Higgins.
Thanks, guys, for the help. No problem. We're here every Sunday. Halloween, all the candies kind of got us.
Najee.
Look, look, man. I'm a Warren owner, so I don't want Najee to do good, but I just feel like they're both gonna do decent enough, and I like him over DeMarco and Miles Sanders. Like Zach said, the Panthers don't even like Miles Sanders, so at this point, why should you?
Just looking at that team from like production standpoint up to this point and injury, it's like Chuba's just better for that team.
Yep, very true. This guy
That's what happened. Calvin sensed the DeMarco question was coming up, so he left, and now he's back.
Yeah, that's what happened. Fuck DeMarco.
All right, what we got? 3 o'clock games.
Yeah, well, we already did those. We got the last one was Cardinals Ravens, but we got Bears and Chargers tonight. Of course, Fields is out. Everett is questionable. Palmer's questionable for the Chargers.
Now, I'm not saying he's a world beater, but is this Tyson Bagent kid going to be a play against this RAS Chargers defense?
I don't know. I think I think LA could get fucking pressure on him without having to like blitz linebacker. And then plus like last week nobody knew who he was, what he can do.
Right.
I'm taking DJ Moore though.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
DJ Moore might be the only Bear I would confidently take. I do have a name out there I'm gonna throw, and I know Cal is gonna look
Fuck
at me
you.
all kind of stupid
Fuck
when
you.
I say this.
No.
What?
I know what you're gonna say.
Last week, Badgett and Mercedes Lewis did well. So if you're swinging for the fences on the tight end, I might take him. But that's just me.
Fuck Mercedes Lewis.
Don't pout about it. He almost had a touchdown last week too.
I love Mercedes. He's a guy.
Smooth Blue. I drafted JSN, and I hope last week was the start of a good run.
He's gonna have a good run at some point. He's way too talented not to.
He's the heir apparent replacement for Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, Lockett's hurt. So.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You just need Lockett to be hurt like he usually is for us to find out.
Need your opinion on who to start at flex this week. Full PPR: Ramondre Stevenson, Tank Dell, Josh Downs, DeAndre Hopkins, Joshua.
Man, so much of me, because I'm a boom bust guy, wants to go Tank Dell, but Josh Downs is literally the same thing.
Yep. I think that Josh Downs could probably be a little bit more consistent for you today, though.
Everybody's going high on Tank Dell, and as a Texans fan, I do want to say the run game is probably going to be there, and Nico Collins is still the security blanket for CJ.
The thing about the Panthers defense, though, bro, is they give up big plays. They give up the long, and that if there's anybody on our team that's going to do that, it's Tank.
I know. I feel like either one of Downs or Tank, you can't go wrong. I mean, one might have a huge game today, so like if you're doing DraftKings, I'd play both of them. But
I was going to say, if your wide receiver 1 and 2 aren't great, I'd probably go with Downs. But if you think that you can get good production from your wide receivers and you just want to like for sure lock that up, I'd go Tank Dell.
Yeah. I love Tank Dell, though.
Ooh, Tank Dell and Shaheed and Downs are similar. They are. I would say that Tank Dell is in between the two. Like Shaheed is a field stretcher. He's going to get on top of the safety. Downs is really good flowing with the ball side to side. I think Tank can do it all.
Yeah.
I got Jameson and JSN on my bench. Would you flex one of them over Najee?
I'm putting
100%
JSN
would.
in over Najee. Not even close.
Man, Jameson Williams today against the Raiders, I might flex him.
Poor man's Tyreek. I don't know. Are the hands there?
Whoa.
Are the hands there?
What are you talking about? Tyreek ain't got no hands.
What?
Whoa. He said he don't have great hands. He's got great feet. He's a great route runner. He's fast. But nobody ever
To
accused
say
him
he
of
ain't
having
got
great
no
hands.
he ain't got no good hands is disgusting.
On the scale of his attributes, like hands are towards the bottom.
No, I'd say his fucking
Like-
post-career choice is probably towards the bottom.
Okay, speed wise, yeah, I get you.
Tyreek's got good hands. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like Tank.
I love Tank. I think that's a compliment, Smooth. I take that as a compliment. Jersey Mike's got to stop showing advertising. I'm getting hungry.
I am hungry too, but it's too early for Jersey Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make me a steak and some eggs.
I gotta go get
Oh, I'd go to sleep. I'd never watch the fucking first game.
Tank is gonna be legit. I agree.
I believe there to be multiple receivers on that Texas team that are going to be legit.
I think Nico Collins will be a decent wide receiver. I think Tank will be your guys' number one. But
Oh, I think it's going to, when it's all said and done, it's going to be Xavier Hutchins.
I don't know about him yet.
I got to see him.
I do.
I just saw an article that said sit everybody on Tennessee except Derrick Henry and still think about sitting him.
You lucky James ain't here. He'd be.
That's why I said it, because he's somewhere right now like, damn it. All right, we got one more game. We have Raiders, Lions tomorrow. It's in Detroit, so no weather problems.
I know it's football, but did we see the fight last night, Robbery? Are you talking about Ngannou versus fucking Fury?
Tyson Fury.
Because if so, was it a questionable outcome? Yes. But were they going to put the strap on Francis Ngannou in his first heavyweight fight ever? Fuck no.
Yeah, y'all should have known that.
Man, who knows? David Arquette won the WCW championship.
True.
Okay.
That's true. One of the greatest.
DeAndre, hey, Nick, hold on. Let me read this question and then you read the title of that article again. You ready? Go. DeAndre Hopkins or Kendrick Bourne?
Sit all Tennessee tight ends not named Derrick Henry. Is what it said.
Yes.
And that was from the experts of Yahoo and ESPN. So.
I'm not arguing that. That's why when people say,
If-
that's why when people say, like, Jake Paul and Logan Paul are bad for boxing, I disagree. It's because, like, if anything, they're bringing eyes to the sport that don't get fucking brought anymore.
Yeah, but I love boxing.
I love boxing. I think
cannot
boxing is
watch
one of the
that
pure
shit.
sports.
That is not boxing to me.
Well, it's kind of like they're trying to build boxing in a new form until boxers start switching over.
What they're doing is they're trying to make social media stars into boxers, and some of them can do it. Because Jake Paul is actually a legitimate boxer. Like, he's not fucking bad. But
He's
like
Calvin's favorite.
these other fucking prime cards, these are stupid as fuck. Like, I don't want to watch KSI fight anybody.
Yeah, that's dumb. We'll watch Zach Wilson versus
But-
Russell Wilson.
But then again, like, and I mean, I'm not bringing up WWE, but like a statement was made that is very true. Like, people remember promos more than they do fucking matches nowadays. We want people that can talk, and if you can sell a fucking fight, then I'm gonna want to watch it.
This comment right here. I could see Levis throw at Hopkins a bunch. Don't know if he'll be able to. If they'll be catchable though.
Yeah, that's kind of how we started the show. That's why nobody has any faith in any Titans player whatsoever.
What if Will Levis comes out and is actually good though?
If he does,
I'm gonna shit my pants.
then I am going to laugh at the Falcons for sure, man.
Yeah.
Because that is hilarious. I'll be like that Texas Ranger fan in the first game that said, if he hits a home run, I'm going to piss my pants. And he pissed his pants on camera. Weirdest fan base I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
My dad would always tell me about the golden days of boxing.
Not to show my age, but I'm with your dad.
Are we talking about Prime Tyson days? Is that what we're talking about?
I grew up in.
No, he's probably talking about like the 80s or so, when like middleweight boxing was the shit. The Haglers and Hearns and the Durans.
I grew up with before Oscar De La Hoya They're dressing the women for.
That's fair.
Bad. For this terrible game though, are y'all? I guess for like Vegas, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Adams are must plays. I'm guessing.
I mean, we talked about the stats. Yeah, when Jacoby plays with Jimmy. And, I mean, if I'm going to die on a stats hill, I'm going to keep dying on it. So, Jacoby's a must play.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Detroit looked like shit last week. Their defense did. If they look like that again, then pretty much everybody on the Raiders might be a play, to be honest.
New podcast alert. Did I hear y'all vibing on combat sports? I mean,
Maybe.
we're not opposed to it. We're looking for people if you're trying to hop on the mic, Elliot. We're down for some people to
Maybe.
chop up some combat sports.
I mean, Smooth Blue kind of knows some shit.
Hey.
Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Sugar
We
Ray.
can get Smooth Blue and
Leonard.
Elliot in the fucking studio. Although that's Caleb's third and fourth account, so.
I'm watching videos on Facebook. I don't know what you're talking about.
Calvin has trust issues ever
I
since.
don't give any kind of fuck about combat sports. I don't know.
UFC, boxing, they're all fun. I like that slap boxing thing. That's funny.
Oh, slap fighting shit. That is cool.
That's-
Slap fighting's pretty
I need
fucking
to-
entertaining, honestly.
I need to see more women do it. I need to see more midgets do it. I need to see. I would pay a premium to see old people do it. Could you imagine two
No,
geriatric
bruh.
old ladies slapping the dog shit out of each other? Yes. Slap the wig off that old bitch.
Just
I'll do the
The
rock.
only thing I ever liked was felony fights, and they don't make those no more.
slap the wig off that bitch.
Oh man, I'd pay for that.
Slap the wig off.
I'd pay for it.
I
But like
can't fucking believe
the number one
that shit said.
sponsor is Life Alert.
That's fucking comedy, bro. He just slap the wig off that
Slap
bitch.
the old bitch. She falls back, and the Life Alert commercial pops up. I'm
I
falling.
can't
I
get
can't
up.
Oh, man. Patriots wide receiver Juju Smith is gonna play today.
Who
If
cares?
that even matters.
I forgot he was in the
I
league.
forgot he was on a team.
That's on Twitter. If y'all are serious about wanting to hop on and maybe make some content, hit us up.
Yep. David Montgomery's out. Does that mean Jahmyr Gibbs has a good game today again?
Hopefully. I mean, he's fucking talented enough. If the Lions use him properly, then I could definitely see
I was gonna
it.
say, haven't we fallen for that the past 2 weeks?
Well, no,
he
he
had a
actually
good
had a
game
good
last
ass week last week. Like he actually like everybody's like, oh, this is why you should fucking use him. I mean, 11 carries for 66 yards, 9 catches for 58 and a tud.
I just figured it out, Elliot. He just gave me a fucking idea, bro. Slap battles for teams, like fan bases. So like Texans versus Cowboys
Whoa.
fans and slap.
That'd be
Oh.
sick,
Are we allowed to get drunk?
Fucking, could you imagine like the Packers and the Cowboys slap battling? It's like Dez didn't catch it.
First? That would be it. That would be the whole ass fight, bro.
There we go. That's the SLG exclusive. We're gonna start it up right now. Put a filler out, Calvin. Any fan bases out there willing to slap each other?
I'll post it on Twitter right now.
I know you can get a Philly and a Cowboys fan like right off the rip.
If you could slap the fuck
Yeah.
out of any fan base, who would it be? Rep your team below.
Any sport.
Any sport. I want this to be the most viral fucking tweet our account has. Holy shit.
I fucking hate girls gymnastics.
God. Oh man.
NASCAR
All right.
ain't a fucking sport. I can see that. What the fuck? That's interesting. Okay.
Any last minute?
I ain't got no last minute fantasy plays, but we can wait for questions real quick. I want to do something fun with Zach quick if he's cool with it. I'm gonna put you on the spot, and I want you to give me 3 people that you guarantee are gonna score a touchdown this week.
3 people that I believe are going to.
No. Not that you believe, that you guarantee.
Okay, hang on.
Easy, Herbert. No, it's not
Hang-
quarterback.
Hang on, Cletus.
Hang on, Cletus. The disrespect.
I'm going to go Bijan
Okay.
against the Titans.
Bijan against the Titans. Anytime. That's plus 170 right now.
I'm going to go Travis Kelce against the Broncos.
Even in the snow, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Travis Kelce.
And then let's go I'll go Olave against the Colts.
Olave against the Colts. Okay. Let me tell you right now what that would come out to. If you did that as a 3-leg parlay, your odds are plus 775. So that means a $10 bet would win you $87.50.
You want to do it?
I just did.
Oh, so your rationale is like if you get me to make your picks, you don't have a gambling problem.
I bet all 3. If one scores, I'll donate $1.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Love that, I see. Loved that. Make sure you go check out our over-under parlay video that we put out. Or not over-under parlay. Our over-under video that we put out, I think it was yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Go
James.
check that out. James is a pretty knowledgeable sports betting person, and he likes the Titans, so take that for what you will. But,
He knows how to bet, but
yeah. You sure do.
he's optimistic about retards. He's like Johnny Knoxville in the Ringer.
Bold bet. Smooth Blue, you're not riding with it?
Y'all think Travis Kelce has a good game in the snow?
I think he has.
He better have a
like,
fucking
a lot
touchdown.
of value.
That's
to
what
him.
he better have.
Yeah, I was about to say, he better get a fucking touchdown.
Yeah. I feel pretty confident about it. Honestly.
I'm making my DraftKings thing, so I'm trying to.
I have to make my FanDuel thing.
I don't know if I should play Tank or Nico. Or TV.
I'm
Flip a coin.
I'm going for the plethora of options that we just talked about earlier. Rashid Shaheed, Tank Dell, and Josh Downs. I'm playing all 3 of them.
That's a mighty big word you use there.
I'm an idiot.
Well,
I forgot I had a flex.
anybody else got some fantasy football questions? Otherwise, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go get some food.
I'm gonna go grocery shop before these games.
That's smart. Way to be responsible, Nick.
I just have to.
He's
'cause I was
lying.
lazy.
He's going to get tacos.
Hey,
It's like, don't call me out like that, bro. That's fucked up.
I gotta go get grocery shop.
No, we have to be transparent to our viewers. They have to know.
That's true. That's true.
This is true.
All right. Well, that being said, everybody, thank y'all for joining us. Y'all make sure to get your wins this week. I wish y'all the best. Make sure you check us out on all of our other content. If you ever want to know questions, you can always drop comments down below, or you can write it on the Twitter that Calvin provided. Other than that, good luck, everybody.